And so you're going to log in, you're going to go to My Stuff, and from here I'm going to show you we're going to be making a racetrack that has a score system on it. So you're going to come in, you're going to create a new project, but your project is going to look like this. So when you click on the green flag, you're going to set it so your sprite follows the mouse around the track. And then program it so when it crosses the finish line, it adds your time to this list. So to do that, we're going to see inside real quick. The first thing that you're going to have to do is you're going to have to create a background. So click down here, that'll bring up the background, create a new background. And for me to do that, all I did is I did fill color, and I chose green, filled the whole thing, and then I chose my paintbrush tool, and black for my tarmac, or the road if you will. Increase my line width to a pretty significant amount. There's my road, and made my racetrack. And boop, voila, there we go. The next thing is just to add a yellow line that tells it where to finish, and so I'm going to zoom in real quick. Oops, too far, back up. Yellow line, smaller line width, so that would be good. And just have it go across like this, so that's going to be my finish line. And then the other thing I have to do is I have to put a line here, so what that does, I'll show you in just a second. Click, choose a background color, line tool, and what this does is it doesn't allow you to go this direction, and so it forces you to go all the way around the track and cross the yellow line, because I have it set up that if you touch the green, you can't go into the green and you just bounce it back, and I'll show you what that code looks like. If I click on the start flag, it will hide it up here, and so this is my current racetrack, but if I click back to this racetrack, there it is, and so that's that, and here are my scripts for my race car, or for my rocket ship, but I used the race car. Notice I went to costumes and I rotated it. You can do that by clicking on it and then dragging this button right there. Scripts. This script is the start, so when clicked, I have it set to go to its current location. When the spacebar is pressed, point towards mouse pointer. So that's what controls this going towards my mouse. I have it moving 5 steps, and that will just controls how fast it moves. Then I have some timer code, and so when the flag is clicked, wait until this key is pressed, the spacebar, and that will reset the timer. And that way, like right now, it's at 51, and so if I click the green flag, as it's going right now, as soon as I hit that spacebar, it resets it. That way I can get a true time for how long it takes me to go around. When the flag is clicked, hide list race times, wait until touching yellow, so the list that was up here when I was done, that's what the race times. And when the rocket ship finally touches yellow, show list race times, and then when it does that, I also want it to add join username got timer code, so whatever time is on here, to race times. And then the last thing is my code that tells it if touching green, then move back 5 steps. This is the code right here that doesn't let it go through the green. Otherwise, you could just pull the spaceship right around, you could be done. So I'll just do it one time. Right now, it's at 51 seconds. So note when I push the spacebar, it starts to move. It's lagging just a little bit because I'm recording this at the same time. But and then see, I'll hit the green, no go. And if I don't move my mouse, it just stops right there. Going around, down, and here it'll cross the finish line, and the time gets up. And so right there I got 73.803 seconds. So I hope that helps out, and that's what we're working on today, 8th graders. We are working on creating a racetrack, and so the two things I want you to be able to do are put in the code for the timer. Notice, to do that, to put in the timer, you have to go to data, make a list. And so right now it's hidden because I have hide in there, and then when it touches yellow it shows up. That way it's not in the way while you're racing. You could also put that on a different backdrop. And then the other code is right here. You make it so your sprite can't go through and cheat the RaceTrack. So anyway, a couple other things I could do. I could add sound. I could have the list show up on another page. I could have it so when the sprite touches yellow, instead of it stopping the timer, it goes to my second RaceTrack. So that's my first RaceTrack. Here's my second RaceTrack. That is what we're working on. I will float around for questions, and I will check it off when you have your RaceTrack created with your timer code set up to time it going around, and it cannot shortcut through the green. Anyway, thanks a lot, and I look forward to seeing